And we're back, everyone, to Dragon Age Inquisition. And the tedious walking through the snow. I'm probably going to be eaten by wolves. Huzzah. Wee. But on the last video, we made progress. We closed the breach. We pissed off Corypheus. We now have a new power. Apparently we're running into an edge. And we've stopped. We have stopped. I wish to examine.
Embers. Recent.
And we're going slowly. Oh, so slowly. Also, my internet still down because I can't really do anything at the moment. Wee.
There, it's him!
Thank the Maker!
Brontos, I think.
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow.
More
Time to
clipping
doubt,
issues.
Turn to blame.
Seriously.
Infighting may threaten as much
Seriously.
as this Corypheus.
That's the problem with long coats, is clipping issues.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are. Which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen him return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure. What we perhaps must come to believe.
Investigate.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus? What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, the winter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. We can't match that with hope alone.
And now for something silly. Brought to you by Disney.
And hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky. One day soon, the dawn will come. Lay your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for what is.
And this musical moment was brought to you by Disney.
An army needs more
God
than
damn
an
it.
enemy. It needs a cause.
Dragon Age, the musical.
A wise woman, worth heeding. Her kind understand the moments that unify a cause. Or fracture it. The orb Corypheus carried, the power he used against you, it is elven.
Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. I do not yet know how Corypheus survived, nor am I certain how people will react when they learn of the orb's origin.
This is a very good question. How do you know
All right.
this?
What is it and how do you know about it?
They were foci, used to channel ancient magics. I have seen such things in the Fade, old memories of older magic. Corypheus may think it Tevinter. His empire's magic was built on the bones of my people. Knowing or not, he risks our alliance. I cannot allow it.
This whole mess is confusing. I can see how elves might be an easy target.
History would agree. But there are steps we can take to prevent such a distraction. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
The prettiness. Yay. Mountains.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Cloud Ruler Temple. No, wait, wrong game. Hi, Hrothgar. Oh, it's the wrong game. Helm Steve? No, wrong. Oh, it's the wrong thing.
Skyhold.
Yeah, that's just called Skyhold. Yeah, that would do. And more loading screens. Huzzah. And stuff happening behind the loading screens.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you?
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The Anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would
You
be no
realize I am a
Inquisition without
mage.
you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
But it is a fancy sword. Special. Yeah,
I will lead us against Corypheus.
because I'm a
And I will be an
Canarian.
ambassador. I'm a Kunari standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
I have the power for Grayskull. Great, our main base is a dump. Lovely. Just wonderful.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Yeah, about that.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no Darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
If you can't find him, then find his followers. We can go after them.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
Dragon Age 2 stuff. Huzzah.
I don't have time for a meet and greet, Varric.
You'll get a lot out of this, and it's probably overdue. Just come up to the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
Probably.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
So, yeah. Besides this place being full of crap, we have a lot of dialogue in the net today.
What can I make?
But guess what? We finally have a storage. Yay, storage. Which means we can deposit this crappy thing. I might give that to Cassandra. Armor doesn't really matter. But these rings. Oh, do these rings. Okay, so we don't need these. Lightning bolt, I'm not sure. Still. But yeah. So, that gets some of the space out. Or so we get tent armor, which is nice. Because we could go to our armor. Like so, and then we could go like over here. I think it's only, that only changes the buttons. So we go to hill. That's not bad. Do I have some of that nice bluish ones that I'm like wearing already? I don't really appear to. I could have that odd plaid. Yeah, I could go with that. Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh well. Man, wow. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So, Nud skin is meh. Brown levers, eh. That's not... Anything that really looks good for me would be that. Unless I could get something that actually looks black, which I don't actually have anything that looks black. So, whatever. Use that, and... yeah, that'll do. So, huzzah! And just like that, our armor's now... well, we can't see it in Skyhope because we wear this fancy pajamas. Or fancy Skyhope pajamas. Those are spatial shipments. We now have schematics for the staff, bow, basically for dragon stuff. Which isn't bad. It isn't bad. It's basically tier 2 stuff with the stuff you already have. I mean, it's tier 2 of the DLC, well, not DLC, the deluxe edition stuff. So it's decent, but yet it's not that decent because, well, it's tier 2 and not. I mean, yeah, it's about the same as the Magister staff. Still pretty though. And my problem though is we don't really have tier 2 materials yet. Eventually we will. Okay, so we can go to the Skyhoard customization thing and we can change the banner to whatever banners we have. Which, honestly, we don't really have that many banners yet. Or none that I really want to use yet. We can change it to the Circle Magi for now, anyway. Our bed, we need to buy a new bed. Drapery is, well, we need to buy that. Canary. I do like Canary stuff, usually. Except for the Canary throne's a bit meh. Windows. Meh. We'll get better once we have more money and stuff. Potions, we can't really upgrade because, well, they require stuff we don't have.
served a lord who loaded his catapults with anvil. I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime.
At least we saved him.
He'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Bring anything from
We left in
heaven.
a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
Power of the new
How's this
facilities.
place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Didn't like Segret. Didn't want
Yeah,
him
we
dead,
couldn't
though.
save
The
Segret.
rest of us go on. It's what we have to do.
Because
You
the
gave us
game's...
chance. Thanks for that.
I didn't realize I had to smash the door down. I thought I could go in some other way and blah, whatever.
Got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Yep.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
So there's stuff to deal with. There's a lot of stuff to deal with. Probably in the next video. It fetters me slightly that we have to go through a loading screen from going from Undercroft back to Hill. But yeah, eventually we'll go to the war room and yeah, there's a lot of stuff to deal with. Which we'll deal with in the next video. Yay! Hope y'all enjoyed, thank y'all, and have a nice day.